why isn't there a Tombstone Bike Week? That's the question. You know, there are motorcycle rallies all over this country, from Sturgis to Daytona, from Laconia to Arizona Bike Week right here in Arizona. Thousands of riders travel hundreds, sometimes thousands of miles to spend a few days riding motorcycles, meeting other riders, and listening to music, eating good food, and just enjoying the motorcycle lifestyle. But there's something I've never understood. Why doesn't Tombstone, Arizona have a motorcycle rally? Think about it for a minute. A motorcycle rally in Tombstone, Arizona. The town that calls itself the town too tough to die, a place where the Old West is still part of the identity, where you could spend the morning riding some of the best roads in the Southwest, the afternoon walking Allen Street, and the evening sitting in a saloon with your riding buddies. Honestly, why hasn't somebody done this? Hey, I'm the Tombstone Rider, and I've been riding motorcycles around Cochise County for 2 decades or more, and I can tell you this, if you like riding motorcycles, this area is seriously underrated. We don't just have great motorcycle roads, we have dozens of them. Twisty mountain roads, open desert highways, high elevation forest roads, scenic back roads, historic towns, and some incredible places to stop along the way. And one of the things that makes this area especially attractive for a motorcycle event is our elevation. Sierra Vista sits at roughly 4,600 feet above sea level, with the Huachuca Mountains rising dominantly around the valley. Now that elevation gives us some of the most comfortable riding weather you could ask for, especially in the fall. And that's what I'm thinking a Tombstone Bike Week could really shine. Imagine a fall motorcycle rally based here in Cochise County. Maybe riders stay in Sierra Vista. There are hotels, restaurants, campgrounds, and plenty of places to gather. And from here, you can ride in just about any direction and find something completely different. Head west, and you've got mountain roads and desert scenery. Head south towards the Mexican border, and you've got historic communities and wide open country. Head east towards the Chiricahuas, or head north towards Benson and the Sonoita wine country. And in every direction gives you another reason to get on the bike. And of course, the centerpiece would have to be Tombstone. Tombstone isn't just another small Arizona town. It is the most recognizable Old West town in America. The OK Corral, Allen Street, the old saloons, the gunfights, Wyatt Earp, Doc Holliday, Virgil Earp, the entire town is built around the history of the American West. Now imagine pulling into Tombstone on a motorcycle with hundreds or even thousands of other riders. Steel horses lined up along Allen Street. Riders walking through town. Live music, food, vendors, motorcycle events, and that unmistakable Old West atmosphere. You wouldn't have to manufacture a theme. The theme is already here. You could literally call it Tombstone Bike Week. And tell me that doesn't sound like something you'd want to attend. Then there's Bisbee. Tombstone represents the Old West. Bisbee represents something completely different. Bisbee started as a copper mining town, has reinvented itself into the most eclectic communities in Arizona. It's quirky, it's historic, it's artistic, and it has some fantastic restaurants, bars, galleries, and just places to hang out. And getting there on a motorcycle? Hey, that's half the fun. The roads around Bisbee are exactly the kind of roads that make you want to take the long way home. So maybe one day of the rally is a ride through Bisbee. Park the bikes, explore the town, grab some lunch, have a drink, walk around, then get back on the bike and take another route home. That's the thing about Cochise County. The ride can be the event. Then you got Benson. Benson is a historic railroad town, and it's another great place to make part of the rally experience. It could be a stop on the group ride, a breakfast destination, or another town riders can explore during the week. And that's really what I'd like to see with the event like this. Not motorcycles parked in one location for 5 days. I'd rather see the event where people actually ride. Give riders maps, give them routes, give them destinations, and then let them discover Cochise County from the seat of a motorcycle. And hey, then there's Sonoita Elgin. That's wine country. Arizona has a wine country, and it's beautiful. Rolling hills, open ranch country, vineyards, wineries, and some incredible fun motorcycle roads. You could build an entire day's ride just around Sonoita and Elgin. Ride the back roads, stop at the wineries, grab some lunch, take in the scenery, and enjoy a completely different side of southern Arizona. That's another thing that makes this area so interesting. You don't have to ride the same road twice. And then, there's one of my favorite places in the region, Chiricahua National Monument. If you've never been there, put it on your list. The rock formations are incredible. The scenery is unlike almost anything else in Arizona. And getting there on a motorcycle is an adventure all by itself. The ride into the Chiricahuas is exactly the kind of road motorcycle enthusiasts come looking for. Twists, elevation changes, mountain scenery, and that feeling you get when you realize you've left the everyday world behind. In my opinion, Chiricahua National Monument is one of the most underrated national monuments in the entire country, and it would be one heck of a motorcycle rally destination. And then you have Sierra Vista. Sierra Vista is the largest community in our area and the perfect place to use as the home base. It's also home to Fort Huachuca, a military installation with a fascinating history dating back to the 1800s. The Buffalo Soldiers were stationed here. The Army has played an enormous role in the history and development of this region. So even the history surrounding the area gives you another story to tell. And when the riding is done for the day, Sierra Vista has hotels and lots of fun places for riders to relax and swap stories. There are also great campgrounds throughout the region for riders who would rather sleep under the stars. So the infrastructure is here, the attractions are here, the roads are here, the history is here, the weather is here. So what's missing? Someone needs to put it all together. And that's my challenge. I'm throwing this idea out there for somebody who knows how to organize motorcycle events. A promoter, a motorcycle organization, a local business, a group of riders, maybe even a bunch of crazy motorcycle people who just decide they're going to make it happen. Let's create an annual Tombstone Bike Week. Not necessarily another giant corporate motorcycle festival. Something different, something with character, something that feels like Arizona. A rally where the roads are the attraction, where the towns are the destination, and where riders can choose from organized group rides or create their own adventures. Tombstone, Bisbee, Benson, Sonoita, Elgin, the Chiricahuas, the Huachuca Mountains, and all of these little roads that are hidden destinations in between them all. That could be the big motorcycle rally. I don't know, maybe, but I think it has potential because riders aren't just looking for a place to park their motorcycles. They're looking for an experience. I can't think of many places that can deliver an experience quite like this. Imagine coming here in the fall, the temperatures are perfect, the mountains are calling, the roads are waiting, and you've got your friends, you've got your motorcycle, and for a few days, you get to be a modern day cowboy on a steel horse. And at the end of the day, you ride into Tombstone, the town too tough to die. So again, here's my question. Why hasn't somebody started Tombstone Bike Week? And more importantly, who wants to do it? Because I'm telling you right now, if somebody puts this together, I'm there. And I'll bring my motorcycle. I'll bring my friends. I'll bring a camera. Because I think a motorcycle rally in Cochise County could be something pretty special. So if you're watching this and you're an event promoter, if you're involved in motorcycle organizations, if you're a business owner, or maybe just a rider who thinks this is a crazy good idea, I'm challenging you to take a look at Cochise County. Come ride the roads, visit these towns, and see what we have to offer, and then tell me I'm wrong. Because I think we could build something here that riders would travel a long way to experience. Come on, tell me you wouldn't want to be a still horse cowboy in the town too tough to die. I'll see you on the road, folks. Ride safe.